is this is by far the most symbolic thing that we have left of the Churban. Let's understand what just went on over here. Let's understand for a couple of years ago what happened over here. The Yidden were at that time in Eretz Yisrael, they were the leaders. Everybody wanted to be in control. The Greeks, the Romans. And for years and years, the Chashmonaim, they were in charge. The only time in history, in the second Beis HaMikdash, that the Yidden were in charge was that point of the Chashmonaim. After that, we lost it. And we went through a brutal war. We spoke about this in Eretz Yisrael, what went on. We spoke about that they revolted, and we turned against each other. The Churban Bayis happened because of us. The Romans were basically leaving us alone. They were just wanted our money, and they were going to leave us alone. But we couldn't get along. We started burning down the warehouses. We started burning down everything to insist that we have to go to war with the Romans. And ultimately, we lost the war. We lost 1 million people in Yerushalayim itself. We came back to beleaguered people. We were done and forgotten. And when they came back to Rome after years of trying to capture the Beis HaMikdash, trying to capture Yerushalayim, they won. They beat us. They came through this archway, and this is the most symbolic thing we could think of. Now, I want to tell you something so powerful. So powerful. We were talking when Marco was talking before. Something dawned on me, which is such a powerful thought. We know the famous story of the Gedolim that sat by this gate and said, Titus, you thought the Jews are done. Where's Rome? Who's Rome today? Who's the ancient Roman? We heard from Rabbi Leo this Shabbos. We hear Kohanim from thousands of years back. Who could ever say that they're an anacle of Julius Caesar? Julius Caesar is gone. Everybody, they're all gone. Titus is gone. Augustus is gone. There's nobody. But I want to tell you something much more powerful. We're about to go see the Colosseum, which was built by Jewish slaves. This was built with Jewish money and Jewish slaves. Tens of thousands of Jewish slaves. What happened to the Jewish slaves? Where are they? How come we don't hear stories about generations and generations of Jewish slaves? And the answer is what kept us going through Gullus after Gullus. And the answer really is that the Jews in Italy, when they heard that they were Jewish slaves, they actually bought them out. They actually redeemed them. They took every penny they had to get their brothers out. The Jews were never going to be a slave. To be a slave is a mentality. A slave is being a mentality that a person has given up. A person has therefore, I have nobody, I have my master, and that's it. By Yidden, there's no such thing. Because we have a Torah which is stronger than any human being. And that's why Titus's arch is just an arch today. It's an archaeological site that everyone's going to come and take pictures without any meaning. It means nothing to them. But to us, what this means is that when we're officially destroyed, the Torah that we had is what keeps us going while we're still a people. But more than anything, to remember that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He gave us the Torah and we care about each other. What got us through Gullus, we caused the Churban because we hated each other. We caused the Churban because we despised each other, we burnt each other, we killed each other. And what saved us from being destroyed is because we loved each other. No such thing as a Jewish slave. You don't hear this anywhere, that there's a prolonged period. There's no history in Italy of a third generation slave. Unheard of. Because we are always looking out for each other. And while nobody else will, and while after government after government, pope after pope, well, in different periods, they'll make laws, they'll make rules, they'll have here in Italy stories, Auto de Fa, where they'll burn 27 conversos, they'll wipe out communities all over. But we will never ever be wiped out because we're always there for each other. And this is what this is a testament of. This is a testament that we are stronger, we are more powerful than anything in the world.